Okay guys, welcome back to my page. So today we're going to be working on this crochet braided headband. It's real quick, real easy, real simple. So let's get started. Okay guys, jumping right into this, we're going to be using the same Bernat home decor yarn that we used in my last video. If you haven't seen that first video, I will link it up below. We also are using an 8mm hook, and we're going to need a measuring tape. So now we are going to start off with a slip knot as usual. We are going to chain. I'm going to chain 60 plus a turning chain of 2. This measures out to 22 inches. Now you should measure your head because I use measurements that I found that I've been using for a while online. But with this headband, it was kind of loose. So measure your head around the perimeter of your head, and then chain the amount of chains that you need to reach that inches. But I did chain 60 chains plus a turning chain of 2. So now we're just going to chain. Okay guys, so once you chain the amount of chains you need for it to wrap around your head, we are now going to yarn over, insert our hook into the 3rd chain from the hook, and now we are going to half double crochet for this whole row. Okay guys, so we made it to end of row 1. We half double crochet for the whole row. Now we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and now we're going to insert our hook into the 2nd chain from the hook, and now we're still going to half double crochet across. Now this is a repeating pattern for the whole project. You're going to finish this row and you're going to add another row. So it's going to be 3 double crochets. I mean 3 half double 3 rows of half double crochet. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that wouldn't come out. But it's going to be 3 rows of half double crochets. Now you're going to tie off at the end of the 3rd row, and then you're going to do 2 more of these. So you're going to do 2 more of chain 60 or however many chains you're doing, and 3 rows of half double crochet. Okay guys, so this is the 3rd one in the 3rd row. We are almost finished. I'm finishing this row, and then I'll come back and explain the rest. Okay, so we are done with the third row. We are now going to take a long tail and snip off and tie off. I'm sorry, no, we're not. I'm so sorry. We're going to have double crochet one more into that row just to turn it around. And then we are going to single crochet across. Now with this, we are going to add each one as we go. So you're going to pull your next one out and you're going to line it up with the tails hanging loose on that side. Now we're going to insert our hook and single crochet. Now we're going to do this for all, well, this one and the next one. Okay, so once we have attached all three together, we are going to line it up. I'm not sure if you can really see this, but we're going to braid it. So it's basically um, the one furthest away goes over the one in the middle. The one closest to you goes over the one that's over the one in the middle, basically just wrapping it back and forth. Now, I know it's easier to see than me explain it, so I'm just going to let you watch. Now, we're going to make sure that each one is straight as you turn it over and it's tight. Like, make sure that your braid is tight. Okay, so we're coming to the point where we can't braid anymore. It's only a little bit of rope left. I guess we could call it rope or whatever you want to call it. But this is how much you should have left when it's time to single crochet. So now we're going to do the same thing we did at the first one, but the first one was easier because they were all lined up straight. Now this one, I suggest that when you are single crocheting across, that you hold all three together, maybe with a stitch marker or a bobby pin, whatever the case may be, just so that you're holding them in place. And I'm going to explain to you why once I take out this knot. Okay, so now we are getting to the point where you have to add in the second one. So I'm gonna show you here, like I made sure that they were all the way it's supposed to be, like just grabbing the next one right to it. But if you add a stitch marker and you hook each end together, it's much easier. You don't have to keep picking it back up. You can just single crochet across, take the stitch marker out, keep going, take the stitch marker out and keep going. Now I did it wrong the first time and I left this part in just to show you guys that I do make mistakes, that I am not perfect. So this is why I explained to you about the stitch markers, that you should attach them at the beginning before you start single crocheting, because I had to eventually take it out and do it again. But I'm going to stop talking now and just let you watch.